channel. So today I'm doing a bit of a different type of video, although if you've watched a few videos on my channel then you probably are pretty familiar with this type of format. So it's been about 6 months since I've uploaded music content, and I wanted to kind of come on here and let y'all know the actual truth about what was happening, and then also what's going to be coming in the coming months. I have a lot planned, and I really would love to share that with you all. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so I have a little script here so I can keep on track and make sure that I don't venture off. I have a tendency, of course, to ramble. But first things first, since I was in school, I honestly kind of had little time to actually be able to dedicate to music within this past year. And that's mostly just because I was so busy and I was working a job, but I also was in school, and I also was just like going through a lot of things personally, but I kind of just didn't dedicate as much time to it because I was just always so busy. And then the times that I maybe had free time, I was just exhausted. I realized that I was really burned out because I was honestly doing a lot because COVID hit um, when I was going into my freshman year of college, and so I kind of missed out on making friends. So going into my sophomore year this past year, I really tried to make it a point to make friends. So I would try to join as many organizations as I could, but it was kind of just a lot coupled with going to school. You know, my degree that I'm getting is definitely not something that I can kind of just glaze my way through. So I kind of had very little time. And also, honestly, like I said, I got burned out and I lost motivation. Mostly because I felt like I was putting in a lot of work and I wasn't seeing much improvement. And it was really frustrating. It made me lose a lot of motivation within myself. I felt like I just wasn't improving where I was. And so I needed to just try and find some way to get better. So that kind of made me lose motivation. And also, I realized now that there was just some stuff in my past that was kind of coming back up to the surface, and it caused me to lose a lot of faith in myself and what it was that I was supposed to be doing. And so I felt very lost a lot. And so I guess, self isolated, which isn't necessarily the healthiest thing. And then also, I can say this now that I am moved out, but I lived with a roommate who it was really hard to film with that person. It was really hard to film living in the same space as that person because number one, their stuff was always um, everywhere. My roommate was the complete opposite of me cleanliness wise, also personality wise. She really did not like me. She was very mean to me. So it was just a lot of that as well. I didn't necessarily always really like being in my room. It didn't feel like a safe space. And filming was difficult because I just didn't get the opportunity to be in my space. So, yeah, I mean, I would do things like I would try and do the courtesy of telling my roommate maybe 2 weeks in advance, hey, I was thinking about filming, a quick cover in 2 weeks on this day at this time. Is that okay with you? If I could have the room myself to do that for just an hour or two, and that person would conveniently come back when I was filming and slam the door, and then my whole recording was messed up. So, all in all, what I'm trying to get at is it was kind of hard to record with a roommate like that, but yeah. Okay. So, now we get to the latter part of this past school year. I was really stressed and I had very little energy. And I also honestly was really depressed as well. And so my motivation to do things that that forced me like to create, or even just things honestly sometimes as simple as going to the gym or doing, trying to talk to people was sometimes a little difficult. So, that's something I'm thankfully now getting help for. Because it's something that I've kind of dealt with for probably 11 years. I realize it's kind of layered and has reasons that I'm doing that. So thank God that I was able to get help for that and am getting help for that. But that can really take a toll on you. And now my goal is to try and film during this summer, but I don't want to make any promises for myself because I do realize that I've kind of burned myself out in some ways. I am working an internship right now, and I'm kind of working part-time as well, because it's going into something really cool. I am actually working on a project. I didn't want to say too much about it because I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, but I'm very excited to tell you guys a little bit more about that. Okay, so now we come up to this upcoming project. So I guess I can tell you guys a little bit about it. I'm excited for it because it's gonna, I feel like, help me reinvigorate my passion and my motivation and enthusiasm for music, because I feel like I lost it. I really do. Singing wise, this isn't really something singing wise. It's actually something that I'm realizing now that I'm kind of getting professional help. Like, I'm very hard on myself and I beat myself up over things. And so if I sound, not like I want to sound, or if I feel like I absolutely suck, which is how I felt a lot of times, musicianship wise and vocally, then I would just not want to share my voice. I wouldn't want to share my thoughts or my pieces. So I'm hoping that this will really help. It's a project I'm very excited for, and I've put a lot of thought into. And I'm really also excited because it's kind of one of the first times in my life that I'm actually getting to make a decision for myself. Because I haven't really been able to do that, and I think it's time. I've always kind of done what other people wanted me to do, or did things that I didn't want to do because I wanted other people to like me, and now, because I realize it's people-pleasing tendencies, it's very exhausting, so I want to do something that I want to do. What does Sky want to do? And I'm hoping this not only helps me find my voice vocally and music-wise, but also just, like, in general. Like, I spent so much time neglecting myself in a way that even since I was little, that because I wanted people to like me so bad that I didn't even really know what I wanted to do. So I think that this is a chance for me to really do that. And I think just this upcoming year in general for school is one that I have a lot of goals, but a big goal of mine is to really heal. I realized that I carry a lot, and there's a lot of things that now that I'm 20 are coming up to the surface, and it affected my music and my motivation for this, and so I want to get back to that. So that is basically the truth about things that were happening. I didn't want to make this video too long, but that's pretty much a kind of an overview of what was really happening, and what's to come. So I'm really excited, and I'm hoping that you are too. I am going to really push myself to try to record some covers. I recently got a new phone, so the camera quality on there is really great. So now it's gonna be a lot easier for me to record stuff if I just want to record something quick, maybe while I'm practicing. And I'm gonna push myself to really put myself out there, even if it's not perfect, because I think that's something that really stopped me. I would listen to a video and think this sucks and just delete it. And I think that it's great to have standards for yourself, but I realize I constantly beat myself up over stuff, and I just need to learn that I'm a work in progress. So anyways, thank you all for those of you that might have watched this video. I will see you soon. If I don't see you this summer, then I will definitely see you within the next 6 months to give you my project. So super excited. Bye.